30 to 60 seconds long, can be shorter, can be a little bit longer, but you want to keep the clips a little bit short because you want to be able to just capture their attention and keep them hooked in for the length of the video. How you capture their attention is what's called a hook. It's something that you say or do that is going to keep the interest of the viewer. So you will never believe what this home is priced for. You will never guess what is in this living room. You'll never understand why they have this setup. So something that's going to keep somebody interested in your video. And then throughout the video, you're gonna keep them, because what Instagram wants is they want the viewers to be on there for at least 30 seconds. And then what happens is once the viewer is on there for more than 30 seconds, your content is going to show up more for that viewer. So when they're scrolling through their feeds, which is the feed is when you're scrolling through, is where all the videos show up, you're gonna pop up more often. And what does that do for you? That gets you more screen time in front of that consumer, right? Because ultimately what we're trying to do is we are trying to capture the attention of our audience. And from that, you're going to get higher conversion rates, because why? People are seeing you more, right? See it all the time. Hey, I'm seeing your content. I'm seeing your content. You're watching my content. And your algorithm is picking up that you guys like seeing my face. So the more you guys see my face, the more that it knows you like my content, and it likes that. So think, if I'm a buyer searching for a home and I like to look at Brian's face and I see it and I'm starting to watch his content more and more, it's gonna see. And when he's putting out contents that real estate related, like, hey, you guys will need to check out this house, or you'll never guess this price, or something about what's the mortgage rates doing right now, something that's gonna grab their attention and provide value to them, they're going to watch that video and they're going to see more of Brian, and he is going to be the expert for real estate. And that's what we're trying to do, the view of who is the expert to drive business. And of course, at the end of the video, you'll have something like a call to action. Hey, if you're ready to buy or sell now, make sure you call me. What's your house worth? Want to know? Give me a call. Tap below, because you want to make it easy and accessible. So below on Instagram, you're going to have the link, and you can actually put links in there to your website. So if you want to capture those audiences, right, they are going to be able to be captured right there on your Instagram reel. And the other thing is that if you have your other links attached to your Instagram, some people like to put the little attachments in there like Link Me, you can bring them directly to your website. And then in your website, you should have a format that says buyer lead, seller lead, what are you looking for? And then that directly sends to your email. All that's able to be put into Instagram or any of your socials. All right, moving on. So again, demographics. You need to know what your target audience is, and that goes with reviewing your numbers, but also if you're trying to reach a certain demographic. So if I'm trying to reach the equine community, what type of videos should I be putting out there to reach the equine? Barns, stalls. Georgia, what do you got?
Definitely different atmospheres around the farms and everything, but why is it good to buy in different areas of Ocala? Because of the ground.
Mm-hmm. Soil types,
Yeah.
right? So
Well, and
those.
certain things, like certain areas are more sandy. Grass doesn't grow very well there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be more cost to pay for horse owners
Mm-hmm.
and any livestock owners. But your cost of living
Mm-hmm.
overall is going to go up because you have to pay more because you have to feed the creatures more.
Mm-hmm. And you got to know what type of horses that they're bringing into the community, because Mustangs, you don't want them on a grass field because they won't stop eating, and then that will cause their stomachs to explode or something like that.
No, animal stomachs don't explode like that. But a horse, they have to constantly eat so they don't get sick.
Mm-hmm.
Their stomachs have to constantly have food going through them because when they don't, they get impactions and then they colic, and then you either have a very large vet bill or you have to put that animal down.
Yes. So those are things that I don't fully know because I'm not a horse property expert. But if you want to know, that's content that you would put on your social media to be able to attract those types of customers. Thanks, Georgia. All right. so moving on, besides demographics, number of posts. So number of posts, they actually did a calculation, and there is about 8 posts that you need to do every single month consistently, and it's actually two posts a day. But there are new numbers coming out that the more you post and the consistency of your posts, which we'll talk about more, is that is going to up the amount of times that you're seen in the algorithm, right? So it's not just a matter of content, it's the amount of times that you post. So I know some agent that is out in Louisiana that's posting 100 times a day. Where he gets the time to post 100 times a day, I don't know, but maybe he has a team of monkeys in the closet that are sitting there posting for him. All right, so time of day. There's no right time. Every time's the right time. But if you're following a strategy, you want to have a strategy to your posting, I would say first thing in the morning, you got to consider yourself. When are you most on your phone? Like first thing in the morning and late at night when you're leaving the office. You're like, hey, let me check Facebook. Let me check Instagram, whatever your preferred method is. Lunchtime. Everybody likes to take a lunch break, sit on their phone, and doom scroll through TikTok, right? So if you're posting at that time, the algorithm's going to pick it up. They're going to be like, hey, we got a new post. And the people who are on during that time are going to see your content more, okay? Day of the week, again, okay, so Mondays and Tuesdays for Instagram, and I always like to post on weekends and days of the week. Oh, we're gonna clip this part out. Yeah. So days of the week, it doesn't really matter what days of the week that you post, as long as you're consistent with it, right? So you guys have to see, and then of course you can use ChatGPT and say, hey, like if you actually, there's a graph inside, if you have a professional profile, which we can show you how to set up a professional profile, inside that professional profile, it'll actually show you all the demographics of your customers. So how much of your customers are male, how many customers are female, what the age demographics of your customers are. It shows in the state, it says, are they followers, are they not followers? And then it also can say what time of day that they're viewing. So you can actually copy your link of your profile and copy it in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT can analyze your profile. And you can say, hey, when should I be posting? And it will show you the times that you're getting the most likes so that you can actually post at those times. So using AI to leverage social media is a great tool that you guys can use. Instagram for Reels. Again, talking about Reels, you can do picture Reels, you can do reaction Reels, you can do short funny